Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're having a great Saturday. Maggie Lou is wanting to join us for a little bit. She is demanding that I hold her, and I know a lot of you like seeing the dog. So can you say hi? Stop that, y'all. She's Greg's baby, but she wants to be with me and it hurts his feelings. So we need to encourage Greg that Maggie still loves him. Isn't that right? You go sit with Daddy. Okay, so it was flea market day. We have not been to the Nashville flea market since October. I don't really like to go when it's cold, and we just had a lot going on. So we haven't been able to go, but we had a good day there. We always start off with our guy. I don't know what his name is, but I have talked about him. I've showed his booth. He's the one, when you go in, he's like the very first vendor on the left-hand side you're going to run into. He has just rows and rows of open totes, and you just dig. Now, it was kind of gross because it had rained here yesterday, so you did just dig in stinky water. But, you know, that's where the treasures are. So, I will tell you, we spent a total of $63 with him. You make a pile, and he just gives you a price. So, I'm going to show you all the things that we got from him first. We got this little, I don't know, wall hanging thing. It's got brackets to hang it on the wall. I have a smaller one of these. It's got the drawers. I painted it green, and it's in by my refrigerator. And I have sold one similar to this in my booth. So I grabbed this. I like drawers, and these knobs get me every time. I know. I don't know. I think my deal is, when I was a teenager, I didn't have any heart stuff, and you know, I kind of liked it, but I never really got any. So maybe I'm just reliving my teenage years where I didn't do the things I wanted to do. I don't know. Greg's mom had a ton of this. She had them geese, and she had blue and mauve. So y'all, he deserves like a big shout out for tolerating my hearts and my geese and my blues, right? I got this little Homoko sheep and her baby, and I think that we're going to add some wax or some brown wax or something. You know, you see a lot of people doing that. Just kind of ages them a little bit, but I thought that she was super cute. We got this biscuit cutter, a butter paddle. Greg found a masher, and it has some really good patina on it. And we found a candle snuffer that is brass and wood. Now, I don't have one of these. I got this photograph, and it does have some damage. It's tore right here. And so I will probably keep this, get a frame for it and keep it. I don't want to make a habit of selling broke things in my booth. You know, I don't want to have a reputation of that. Although somebody would probably enjoy this, but I'm going to have to find a frame, and we'll see how it looks once I kind of get it all put together. But I can't tell. It's, I don't know if it's like a school or like maybe a party, or if it's like a debutante, something. I don't know, because they're all in white. But some of you may know. So what do you think this would be a photograph of? The boys are all in suits, and the girls all have on white dresses that appear to, well, they're not the same, but they're similar. I got this for the frame because it has the little hanging thing. I grabbed this picture of this soldier with the flag. I got a bunch of cards, y'all. I got a leap year proposal. Isn't that cute? And it is postmarked, I don't know. It's got the dates. Oh, 1916. A 2-year-old birthday card. A lot of these are birthdays. Isn't that cute? Look at that one. Super cute kitty cat. Oh, and this one's cute. It's a little bunny. It says, I am. And baby's first Easter. And another Easter card. Oh, and the rabbit is fuzzy. I got sheet music for a mandolin, but it was from 1919. Now this was so wet when I got it, and I'm gonna let it dry some more. It is Young Ladies Journal, or The Young Ladies Journal. It's from 1896. It's on fashion, fancy work, family reading, etc., etc. So look, it has advertisements in it. This says March. This one was March 1896. There's the back of it. I can't open it and show you right now because it's still drying, but there was no way that I was leaving without this, and I cannot wait to sit and look through it. But look, it's not even attached anymore, so I thought that was really cool. So just all the things that I showed you there, that would have been $23, and he charged me for all of that. The masher, the butter mold, all the cards, the ephemera, everything. But Greg got something that was $40 alone, which that's, you know, he never charges that much, and he told us he literally was just getting his money back for it. So I'm going to show you what Greg got. It is so fragile, I'm almost afraid to mess with it, but it is a violin, still in the case, literally falling apart. You can kind of see. Here is the violin, and it has the strings with it, and it has the bow that I'm afraid to take out, so I'm just going to show you. Let's see, isn't that wonderful for $40? So this is going to replace the one that I got at City Thrift that doesn't have strings or anything. I don't know what we're going to do with it, but we'll figure out something. Now we pretty much just shop from the same vendors. I mean, we look at everything, but we're just not interested in the newer things. Or, I mean, you can get just about anything. You can get party supplies, you can get food, you can get socks. I mean, you can get just about anything at the Nashville Flea Market, but there are just a few vendors that we like dealing with. So we went next to this other guy. He used to be right beside him, but now he's across the way from him. And I don't know what his name is. He's really grumpy until you get to know him. But he has some really cool stuff, and nothing's priced. You just kind of have to get a price from him too. But let me show you what we got from him. And if you frequent the Nashville Flea Market, you might know who I'm talking about. He has his dog always with him. And I will tell you, his prices always vary. Like, I kind of think it depends on his mood, or if you get him to talking. The key is to get the guy to talking, and then I kind of think he gives you a better deal. But we get along really good now. I like talking to him. I like messing with him, and I love his dog. So we spent $45 with him, and we got this, what is a rolling pin. Y'all, I couldn't even think of what it was. So it had great age and patina on it. It's heavy. And we got this red handle rolling pin. And then we got several antique photographs. We got this one. We got this one, and you know, I always pick up anytime I see three women together. Kind of represents three sisters. We got this. I love the mommy and me pictures from early years. I have one on our gallery wall already. We got this family, and it kind of is more of a sepia. It's not so much black and white. Boy and a girl. I like to pick up the ones with boys and girls because we have a girl and a boy. And then we got this wedding party. And I love the mat and everything that goes with this. And it's more of a sepia tone. There's another lady there. She's inside, and she always has the best seasonal decor, vintage seasonal decor. And she has more blow molds at Christmas time than any booth I've ever seen. So you may know who I'm talking about if you go there. But we only bought one thing from her. We got these Santa candles for Christmas. Bet you didn't guess that was for Christmas, did you? And I bet you're not shocked that we bought Christmas. We got from another lady who was outside. She had this green handle rolling pin. And then there's a gentleman inside in a corner right by the bathroom. He always has, like, it's rare that we don't buy something from him. He always has the coolest stuff. And he had this, I don't know, oh, it has the name on it. Mrs. W.S. Halton is who this used to belong to. And it's engraved in gold lettering. Look at that. She was fancy. But I bought it for a few reasons. Look at all that staining. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at and it was $10. Look at the inside. Oh, but it matches the platter that I got that was so stained. So you can style it like this when you don't want to use the orange and the yellows, or you can do it like that. So I was excited to find this. Okay, and then there's another gentleman outside. I don't know if he's always been there and we just haven't really noticed him. We bought one thing from him back in like September or October, and it was that spool cabinet that we got for $10. So we went back to him today, and he has some great things, and I don't know where he gets his stuff from, but he had a bunch of rug beaters, and they were $5 a piece. So we bought one rug beater, two rug beaters, three rug beaters, four rug beaters, and 5 rug beaters. And y'all want to hear something that's funny? We don't have any rugs in this house, but when we get one, we got something to beat it with. Then from The Preacher's Daughter, if you are from this area and you go there, she's featured a lot. I want to say they feature her on Facebook a lot when they advertise. We've bought from her maybe once or twice, but she had this picture, and we did walk around and think about it. And yes, I did just buy one just like it, but I told y'all Greg didn't like it, so I'm going to put that other one in my booth. But this one was perfect. It has been repaired, the frame, but the frame is still magnificent. So we got the Last Supper with this antique frame. Now, I think this is going to go in the dining room. I kind of have a plan, so we'll see. This was $35. But the frame alone is worth it, and it's a great picture, and Greg likes it. Then I have a friend that we usually buy from her every time. She has always great things. And so we got some kitchen things there. We got a red handle egg beater, a green handle, and she thought that this was a pasta, like something you'd pick up spaghetti with. Another red handle, one of these. Actually, I don't know if I have one of these in red handle. I know I have them, but I think it's green. And then I have never seen a red handle, what is this? Grater. So that was cool. I don't know how much each individual thing was. Everything that I'm getting ready to show you from her was $45. Then we found these Durkee spice containers. We got 5 of them. Because I'm sure you've seen, there are a couple of people on YouTube that have made taken these and other spice containers and all of the kitchen utensils and things, and they've made garlands with them to put over their kitchen windows or just somewhere in their kitchen. Isaac's Rusty Wagon, I think, is the first one that showed it. She did a fabulous job. And then if you watch Ginger Chick has done one as well. So Greg loved it, and he has been wanting to try to duplicate that this Christmas. So he's just slowly collecting these things to do that. And I had a few from last year. So we're going to attempt that. We got this, I don't know, little medicine bottle. It's green, but it still has the prescription on it. And then we did get another Edgemont cracker tin. This one is in a lot better shape than ours. And we're planning on mixing this in somewhere in the kitchen with some of our Santas. So that is all that we got from her. And that is it for our flea market finds. We did really well today. I don't know, I think a few things we'll put in our booth, but a lot of this is for us, unfortunately. So then I wanted to try to find some yard sales, and I knew of a neighborhood that was having a bunch, but we only found one yard sale. So I stopped it there. I spent $10 with it at this yard sale. She was selling a lot of her grandmother's oil paintings. So I got this. I'm gonna tell you, the chickens is what got me. I got this one. And the artist's name is Ruthie Knows. She actually was from Missouri, and she had a little business where she sold paintings and jewelry, and she had this for sale in her store. I grabbed this one. It's upside down. I love the winter scenes. And then I got this one. It's a little bit more, I guess there's not a house in it, but I love the trees and little footprints. And I got this ironstone bowl. There's our stamp. So I got all of that for $10. That was amazing. Then we ran to our booth. Greg hasn't been there since the first of the month. And so we did end up buying this vintage picture of Jesus praying in the Garden of Gethsemane. I want to try to hang that with our Lord's Supper, and maybe that other Jesus print that I got that's in the living room. And yes, I do go to 231 without buying things. I don't buy every time I go there. And then I know that you know, because you know me, that we went to the thrift stores. So we found these two green lucite candle holders. These are going to be so pretty at Christmas. Or you could use them in the spring, or you could use them anytime you want. But y'all know, we've talked about this. I'm a weirdo. I only use certain colors during certain times of the years. But these are really pretty. I've seen these a lot. I've admired them. So I was excited to grab these. I grabbed this Homico picture, but look at the frame. I love the frame. I'm not crazy about the picture, but I love the frame. I got another little golden butterfly bowl. This one didn't have the lid. Okay, y'all, don't laugh, or do laugh. Maybe this will make your day. But I got a Christmas goose pillow. Isn't it cute? Actually, because I don't know my fowl, Greg just corrected me, and it's a swan. So I got a Christmas swan. But isn't it cute? Now my thought was to sell this, but we'll see what I end up doing with it come Christmas. Okay, and then quite possibly, maybe, my favorite find of the weekend. Y'all, why? What is my deal? But I found these, are these ducks or geese?
I think they're ducks.
I found these ducks. I don't want to drop it. Look, that's the one that sits like that. And this one, I got these at City Thrift. I walked in the door, and their housewares is sort of in the middle, over on the right-hand side. It was on the first aisle, on the top of the shelf. I saw them from the door. And I didn't run, but I got there as fast as I could and grabbed them. I even kind of reached over somebody because they were, you know, their kid was looking at something, and so I just kind of reached over and grabbed them. But there's a lot of crazing. You probably can't see it. But I was very excited to get these. If these don't go to my booth, they're going to go in my jelly hutch out on my front porch. I'm thinking about maybe making that ducks for the summer. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if Greg can stand that. Okay, y'all, so that is our haul for this weekend. So that's going to be it. You guys have a great rest of your weekend. And until I see you again, happy thrifting.